Welcome to the Weekday Report for Tuesday, April 29th. I'm Liz Snyder. Here's a brief look at the news. The Kenosha Unified School Board shook up its leadership Monday, electing Tamarra Coleman as board president. Newly elected members Dan Wade and Gary Kunick were sworn in, with the board then voting on its new leadership lineup. In the race for president, Coleman defeated Carl Bryan on a 4-3 vote, while Snyder was elected vice president. The Fifth Avenue Lofts project got a boost this week with notice that it received $673,000 in tax credits from the Wisconsin Housing and Economic Development Authority. The project will demolish the former Frank Wells factory at 5821 Fifth Avenue and replace it with apartments. The first phase will include 60 units, 40 of which will be at what Bear Development terms a workforce rate, aimed at young families and people just entering the workforce. Saxony Manor, a Kenosha senior apartment complex, received $850,000 in tax credits for a community building at its site in the 1800 block of 22nd Avenue. A public input session was held Monday night at the Kenosha Public Museum and was used as a forum for many topics, including mass transit, a permanent shelter for the homeless, and traditional housing assistance for ex-offenders. The 30 to 40 people who attended the session, many affiliated with local social services organizations, were asked to comment on what they see as most needed in terms of addressing low and moderate income housing, homeless support, and community development. The city's Licensing and Permit Committee voted 3-2 Monday to deny an alderman's proposal to streamline the process for approving business permits. The proposed ordinance, authored by Alderman David Bagdalia, would place a strict timeline on the amount of time various levels of city government would have to approve building, liquor, and zoning permits. Committee Chairman Kurt Wilson and Alderman Kurt Wickland opposed the proposal, stating concerns over reduced time frames and adding that in certain instances, extra time is needed. The district attorney's office has decided to drop charges against an Oshkosh man who visited UW Parkside despite an order that he stay off all UW system properties. 35-year-old Jeffrey Decker is an outspoken critic of the university. He won an appeal challenging the order preventing him from going onto campuses and then started dropping by state universities. In court on Monday, a prosecutor said they would have a hard time getting a conviction in the case. The original restraining order case has been argued before the Wisconsin Supreme Court, which has yet to issue a decision. What's trending today? Comcast, which is soon to acquire Time Warner Cable, announced Monday that rival Charter Cable will purchase the rights to provide service to 1.4 million Time Warner subscribers, including those in southeastern Wisconsin. What do you think the deal spells for subscribers here? Tell us on our Facebook page. Up next is Jeremy Reeves with a look at Monday's Bradford softball route over Indian Trail.
Sophomore Ellie Bernero, shown pitching here, hurled a complete game one-hitter in Bradford's 8-1 Southeast Conference victory over Indian Trail on Monday afternoon. Bernero walked 2 and struck out 10 as Bradford improved to 4-1 in the SEC and 7-5 overall. Sammy Ramos went 3 for 4 to lead the Red Devils' 10-hit attack. Jeremy Reeves, Kenosha News.
Thanks, Jeremy. Now here's a look at what we're working on today. Joe Ward is putting together an update on the city's efforts to smooth its pothole-ridden streets. And we'll have a by-the-numbers preview of Saturday's Wisconsin Marathon. Pick up a copy of the Kenosha News and check kenoshanews.com for all the details on these stories and more. I'm Liz Snyder with the Weekday Report.